There we go. I'd like to call the full regular meeting, February meeting of the legislature to order on 6 p.m. Roll call.
Deputy Chair Majewski.
Here.
Legislator Elwood.
Here.
Legislator Sweet.
Here.
Legislator Muehlbeck.
Present.
Legislator Headwell.
Present.
Legislator Furiello.
Here.
Legislator Pep. Legislator Kowalczyk.
Here.
Legislator Pollock.
Present.
Legislator Muehlbeck will lead us in the allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Just stay standing. We'd like to recognize the people who passed away since our last meeting. Raymond F. Johnson of Hegeman passed away on January 31st. He proudly served in the United States Army from 1945 to 1946. Alfred DiCaprio of Amsterdam passed away on February 1st. He served his country during the Korean War from 1951 until 1953. Ronald H. Soper of Sprakers passed away on February 2nd. Ron honorably served his country in the U.S. Army 65th Combat Engineers Company A during the Vietnam War. Scott J. LaFountain of Amsterdam passed away on February 8th. He proudly served his country as a United States Army veteran during the Gulf War in 1991. John Jack W. Putnam of St. Johnsville passed away on February 11th. He proudly served in the United States Army from 1963 to 1966. Moment of silence, please. Thank you. Okay, do we have anyone in the public that wishes to speak? No? Okay. Communications, any communications?
No communication.
Okay. I need a motion from the floor to accept the approval of the minutes of our last meeting.
So make it.
Legislator Sweet, Legislator Headwell. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Need a motion, another motion to approve the budgetary transfers. Legislator Pollock, Legislator Muehlbeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Needed a motion to accept the procurement record.
So moved.
Legislator Kowalczyk and Legislator Hall. All in favor? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Okay, move on to new business. First resolution that we have is resolution number 46, resolution authorizing the Department of Social Services to enter into a cooperative agreement with the Sheriff's Office. Sponsors were Headwell Jr. and Sweet. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 47, resolution authorizing the Department of Social Services to enter into cooperative agreements with the Sheriff's Office. Sponsors are Legislator Muehlbeck and Legislator Furiello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 48, resolution authorizing acceptance of the additional shelter Eris eviction for installment as program funding and approving contract addendum with Catholic Charities. Sponsors were Elwood and Majewski. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 49, resolution authorizing the county executive to sign a contract with Together for Youth for non-secure detention services. Sponsors were Legislators Furiello and Muehlbeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 50, resolution authorizing the Department of Social Services to enter into a cooperative agreement with the Department of Public Works. Sponsors were Legislators Muehlbeck and Furiello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 51, resolutions authorizing the Department of Social Services to enter into a cooperative agreement with the Sheriff's Office for personal service. Sponsors were Majewski and Elwood. Any discussions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 52, resolution amending the 2025 operating budget for mental health. Sponsors were Elwood and Muehlbeck. Any discussion?
Just that the title needs to be changed to 2026.
Did we change that last time? Is that on the actual resolution?
It was supposed to be changed.
It's supposed to be changed.
It is on the actual resolution, 2026. It's just not on the agenda type or sheet.
Okay, so it's
Yes.
reflected in, okay.
All right, any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Okay, you lost my track here.
50.
Number 51, resolution number 51.
Whoa, 53.
53.
53.
Thanks. Resolution number 53, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, the New York State Department of Health 2025 Local Health Department Performance Initiative Award. Sponsors were legislators Majewski and Farello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 54, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, Children and Youth with Special Healthcare Needs Grant. Sponsors were legislator Sweet and Mulebeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 55, amending the 2026 operating budget, carryover grant funds from 2025-2026, rabies grant funds. Sponsors were legislators Elwood and Farello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, carryover grants from 2025-2026, PHEP grant funds for public health. Sponsors were Majewski and Headwell Jr. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 57, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, carryover opiate settlement funds for mental health. Sponsors were Majewski and Mulebeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 58, amending the 2026 operating budget for mental health. Sponsors were Elwood and Farello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, carryover 2025 infrastructure grant funds for public health. Sponsors were Mulebeck and Majewski. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 60, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, carry over the 2025 JUUL settlement funds for mental health. Sponsors were legislator Sweet and Majewski. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 61, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget for mental health. Sponsors were Kowalczyk and Majewski. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 62, a resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, carryover funds for the 2025 Dwyer funds for mental health. Sponsors were legislators Sweet and Majewski. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Abstain.
Passed.
Resolution number 63, resolution authorizing the county executive to sign contracts for provisions of mental health services for those of the developmental delays and alcoholism and substance abuse services. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 64, resolution amending the resolution of 102 of 2010. Sponsors were Headwell Jr. and Kowalczyk. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 65, resolution amending the 2026 budget with additional funds received from aid to prosecution grant award by the district attorney. Sponsors were legislator Sweet and Headwell Jr. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number
Can
66.
you hang on one second, please?
Yes.
I need to get back to it. It took me away.
That's okay. Take your time.
66, go for it.
Let's do it. Resolution number 66, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget with carryover forfeiture monies for the district attorney. Sponsors were Kowalczyk and Muehlbeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions? Resolution number
67.
You're good. Okay, resolution number 67, resolution authorizing the county executive to sign a contract for fire alarm maintenance, agreement for public safety facility. The sponsors were legislatures Ferriello and Muehlbeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 68, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, carryover funds for the landfill shared services project for public works. Sponsors were legislators Sweet and Kowalczyk. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 69, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget for public works. Sponsors were legislatures Ferriello and Majewski. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 70, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, farmland protection, economic development and planning. Sponsors were legislator Kowalczyk and Sweet. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 71, amending the 2026 operating budget, grant for Montgomery County Clean Energy Community Grant Project, amending the 2026 operating budget for New York State Energy Research and Development Authority. Sponsors were legislator Ferriello and Elwood. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 72, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, grant for Connect All Regional and Local Assistance Program, Working Capital, New York State Connect All Office by Economic Development, Planning and Tourism. Sponsors were legislator Majewski and Muehlbeck. All those in favor? Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 73, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget EOD marketing program site selector initiatives. Sponsors were legislator Majewski and Muehlbeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 74, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, grant funds for micro enterprise projects, homes, and community renewal. Sponsors were legislator Sweet and Muehlbeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 75, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, grant for the Walter Elwood Nature Trail. Sponsors were legislators Kowalczyk and Elwood. Any discussions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 76, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, grant for round 6 of the Municipal Zero Emission Vehicle Infrastructure Program. Sponsors were legislator Kowalczyk and Muehlbeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 77, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget for farmland protection. Sponsors were legislators Muehlbeck and Kowalczyk. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 78, resolution amending the 2026 operational grant, grant for professional services for the Nelliston Fort Plain Brownfield Opportunity Grant. Sponsors were legislators Majewski and Sweet. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 79, resolution granting the funds to the Music of the Mohawks Summer Concert Series. Sponsors were legislators Kowalczyk and Elwood. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 80, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget, authorizing use of American Rescue Plan funds for multiple projects approved in the 2022, 2023, and 2024 budget years. Sponsors were legislator Muehlbeck and Majewski. Any discussion?
Jeff,
Yes.
Ken, you know, does this finalize all of the ARPA stuff now?
Yeah, legislature suite, we had to, if you remember, per the ARPA regulation, we had to allocate all the funds by the end of 2024.
I think so, yeah.
They're all out, we can't.
Okay, so, but this is kind of just wrapping
It's
everything
carrying it
up.
over, because we got 4 or 5 that are outstanding, I can send you guys an updated spreadsheet tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm just curious what's still left hanging out there.
Yep.
Thank you, Chair.
Yeah, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained.
Passed.
Resolution number 81, resolution authorizing the county executive to sign contracts for flood insurance. Sponsors were legislatures Elwood and Kowalczyk. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions.
Passed.
Resolution number 82, resolution amending the 2026 capital projects for FMCC. Sponsors were legislatures Sweet and Mulebeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions.
Passed.
Resolution number 83, resolution amending the 2026 capital plan. Sponsors were legislatures Majewski and Mulebeck. Any discussion?
I'd like to make a motion to amend and put in that we take the money that we moved out of the buildings, moved it into the equipment, and moved back to the buildings fund and take the $500,000 out of the equipment.
Okay. So take 500,000 out of the equipment line.
And put the 200,000 back into the,
Okay. So we need a sponsor to.
I sponsor it.
Sponsor. Need a second? Anybody?
What resolution is this for?
This is resolution 83.
Okay.
So what do you want to do, Bob? Explain to me what you want to do.
we want to take this is where they took the money from the building fund and they put it into we were going to take 500 out of the equipment fund and fund this project. And what they did is they took 200 out of the building, they only took 300 out of the equipment fund and they took 200 out of the building fund. And I want to put the 200 back into the building fund because I think there's other sources where we can purchase these pieces of equipment. I think if we sit down, we can come up, I'm not saying that I'm against buying the piece of equipment, we should buy the piece of equipment if we need it, but there's other funding available to do that. The only funds that we can use for the building is fund balance. That's all we can use is the fund balance money for the building stuff. There might be other monies that we could use to do the purchasing of the equipment.
Looking for a second sponsor.
I'm just curious, with the resolution, how come it doesn't have the breakdown of where the money's coming from in the resolution?
It's in the attachment.
It's just in the attachment?
Yeah.
Okay.
Any further discussion?
I'm still trying to figure out exactly. So in the amended capital improvement plan,
You'd have to, Brian, you'd have to go back to the letter that, or the email that was sent out, where it was a breakdown of where the money was coming from.
is that the one you sent, Mike?
Yeah, so I can explain. So what we did is we took 200,000 out of the building improvement fund, line item. Currently states that it's 350,000. And then we took 300,000 out of the building, or out of the equipment fund to be able to satisfy the request. Legislator Headwell is asking to put the 200,000 back into the building fund and take the full 500,000 out of the equipment fund.
And then,
Zeroing out the equipment fund to $0 for this year, and then trying to look for another revenue stream to be able to purchase the equipment that should be purchased.
Where do we think the other revenue stream would be to purchase?
we could take it maybe out of CHIPS money, we could take it out of, maybe, I think we should look at other avenues to do that. Look at what we're gonna do with CHIPS money and, maybe purchase it out of there. Maybe we rent the loader for the remaining of the year that we need to rent one until next year. But I just think that there's critical maintenance that needs to be done on quite a few buildings, and by reducing it, almost reducing that budget in half, and if we decide to do any more, I mean, we're looking to replace a generator in this building. If the generator costs more than what we think about, we're gonna be going backwards again.
So I'll clarify, there's currently, at the discussion that we had, the estimate is $125,000 for windows, and between $100,000 and $125,000 for the generator. That will be $250,000 being utilized out of the $350,000 that's left, leaving $100,000 left in that actual fund to be able to do anything else that's required. So if something popped up, there'd be $100,000 still there.
Legislator Bubeck, when you had this meeting, who was in the meeting with you?
Ken, Eric, Pete, Mike Pep, Daniel Makosha, County Treasurer.
And were you happy with the way this worked out this way, Eric?
Legislator Muehlbeck, Chairman Pep, myself, Sean, Ken, that's the plan we were happy with that we presented to you.
Everybody was satisfied with that?
Everybody on the Capital Projects Committee who's involved in that committee is satisfied, yes.
Okay, thank you. Any further discussion?
Michelle,
No, I was just gonna see if Eric had any, if you wanted to explain it a little bit better, or what your thoughts are on like the equipment stuff. You don't.
Well, I mean, it's, it's, as far as the equipment go, to recommend taking it from CHIPS, when certain legislators already said, don't take from CHIPS to pay for labor, because that's taken away from roads, and then you turn around and throw this out there. Kind of contradicts everything that was thrown out there a year ago.
Pete,
As far as...
he needs to be respectful, and if he's not gonna be respectful, he needs to leave.
But as far as
Pete.
what we did for equipment for, to replace, we had the loader in for this year. We took it out at the beginning of the year to put a grate all in. And then we took the grate all back out and put the loader back in when a request from FMCC came to make this work. And that's what we did.
Yeah, I think that, the people that were in the room that discussed it are the ones that are directly affected by it, and I think that I support the decision that the chair made along with those people. Is there any further discussion?
The only thing that I can say for future things like this, where, and I understand you can't have the full ledge in a meeting for the capital improvement plan, but once the decision is made, that information should get disseminated to the rest of us so that we have that information to digest before the committee meeting.
Sure.
Because maybe we would have other ideas to, change the plan or whatever. So that's my only comment.
I apologize, I thought that I had done that. So,
No, I'm not saying that you didn't. You did send an email out, but once but we really didn't get the email. What was it, the day before the?
I sent it on 2/9, which was 2 weeks prior to, if I remember correctly, 2/11.
Okay, so still disseminate the information so that we all have the ability to digest it. And I appreciate that, Mike, that you did send that out.
Okay, any further discussion? Looking for a second sponsor. Not hearing one, we'll move on as is. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed.
Abstentions.
Passed.
Resolution number 84, resolution amending the 2026 operating budget for the capital plan. Sponsors were legislators Muehlbeck and Majewski. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions.
Passed.
Resolution number 85, resolution authorizing the county executive to execute a contract with Del Signor to Blacktop Paving for the FMCC paving project. Sponsors were legislators Majewski and Sweet. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 86, resolution authorizing reimbursement to FMCC for change order 1 for the FMCC paving priority 1 project. Sponsors were legislatures Kowalczyk and Muehlbeck. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution authorizing, number 87, authorizing reimbursement to FMCC for change order number 3 for FMCC Welcome Center, electrical distribution, fire alarm, and water infiltration project. Sponsors were legislatures Majewski and Kowalczyk. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 88, resolution approving the abstract of audited claims. Sponsors were legislatures Muehlbeck and Friello. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 89, a resolution correcting the 2026 town and county tax roll to town of St. Johnsville. Sponsors were legislatures Kowalczyk and Elwood. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution 90, resolution correcting the 2025 county tax roll for the town of St. Johnsville. Sponsors were legislatures Elwood and Fierro. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Resolution number 91, resolution adopting an introductory law, Law A, Local Law 1 of 2026, authorizing conveyance of a portion of the tax map parcel number 126-1-29.1 to the town of Charleston. Sponsors were legislators Sweet and legislators Kowalczyk. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstentions?
Passed.
Okay, is there anything else that we have? No.
Chad, I'd like to make a motion to go into executive session for a
Okay.
for a personnel issue.
Who do you want to stay?
Just Pat and Pete.
Okay. Put the vote in there.
Is there a second?
Second?
I'll second it.
Okay.
That we come out of executive session where no action was taken.
Second.
Second?
Second.
Legislator Varela? All those in favor?
Aye.
That concludes our meeting.
No, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Okay, okay.